Right, hi folks. Okay, so basically, I always say that. Why do I always say basically? Basically? Why do I start off with that? Sorry, anyway. Um, right, I'm uploading some of my latest videos that I did at Camden Market today. Um, Now, I'm going to put two of them together because I was hoping that I could video in this shop that I found. I found this really cool shop, clothing shop, and I just loved it. For some reason, I mean, Camden Market is an amazing place. I mean, it's very touristy these days. A lot of people complain that it's gone very plasticky, very touristy, sort of lost a bit of its character compared to how it perhaps was a few years ago. Maybe there's some truth in that, but do you know, I think it's still an amazing place and an exciting place, and yeah, maybe it's gone a little bit plasticky, a bit touristy, do you know what I mean? But I just still love the place, absolutely love it. And it's so varied, like I say, there's so many different, you got goth and punk and all sorts of 1950s styles. You can go to there'll be a place there that'll cater for 1950s retro clothing, all sorts, everything you can think of almost is under that, in that place, you know what I mean? Everything you can think of almost. It's an amazing place, you know what I mean? I just love it. I love Camden Market. Anyway, so the thing is that, like I say, I've seen lots of different clothing shops. I mean, I like the punk, I like the goth style. I'm not sure if I'd necessarily, I might wear some of the stuff, either punk or goth, you know what I mean? Because I like both of those styles. I've always liked them. I mean, like I say, I wouldn't go full goth or full punk necessarily. I mean, mind you, I wouldn't be able to grow a Mohican necessarily. Maybe half a Mohican, perhaps. But the thing is that, like I say, I wouldn't say I'd go full, full on sort of thing. But there's some articles of clothing that both of those styles have that I quite kind of like, and I think, like, yeah, that looks really cool. I'd like that. But like I say, so there's like lots of different places, and even some of the retro stuff and the 1950s stuff or whatever it might be, you know what I mean, whatever style of clothing. I mean, there's even one or two things in Cyberdog. Cyberdog is really way out there. It's like almost outside of the box in terms of clothing. It's definitely not everyday wear, really. I mean, well, you could, I suppose. I mean, if that's your style. Do you know what I mean? There's no what's the name about it, but I don't know. It's difficult to explain. It's very day glow. A lot of day glow colours. A lot of very, if you was to dress people in a lot of the clothing that you have at Cyberdog, you could easily put them in a they could easily be extras in a sci-fi movie. Let's put it that way. Do you know what I mean? Now, that's not to diss what Cyber. You know what I mean? Believe me, I'm not dissing them in any way, shape, or form, because I love Cyberdog. I think it's awesome place, I really do, and I love the fact that the music. It's like going into a nightclub come clothing shop. I don't know if that's the right way of describing it, but I just love the place. I absolutely love it. It's my little shrine. It's my little temple almost. You know what I mean? It's like I just love Cyberdog. Absolutely love it. And I most of the time I go in there and just dance. And like you'll hear me say on one of the videos where I go in there for a dance because I love dancing in Cyberdog. I do it all the time. Every time I go into Cyberdog, I'll dance on that, in that space near where the DJ box thing is, and I'll just dance all the time. Do you know what I mean? And now I've never really bought anything in there. Do you know what I mean? I just go in there and dance, like, you know what I mean? But I absolutely adore the place. Maybe one day I'll buy something. You know what I mean? I'm sure there'll be something there that'll take my fancy at some point, and if I've got a bit of spare cash, I might one day buy something in there. But anyway, so the point is that, like I say, there's such a variation of different styles and what have you, and this, that, and the other. And most of them, like I say, most of the goth stuff and the punk stuff and all that, as I said, and some of the other clothing shops that are knocking about. Some even got clothing shops that are like costume shops almost, like where you can go back even further in terms of styles and whatever, sort of like the 1800s or something like that, you know what I mean? There's even places where you can get sort of clothing like that or whatever sort of thing. I've noticed the odd place here and there. But anyway, like I said, the thing is that for some reason, sorry, just my thing's just clicked on. Give me a second, I'm only, alright, Oh, that was pretty rude. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Right, anyway. Sorry, I just had to sort that. So, like I say, the thing is that, you know, all of those clothing places and all of those things, you know, they excite me. I find them fascinating. I think they're cool. I really, really love them. But for some reason, and I guess this is why I've been long-winded about, and this is why I'm trying to make the emphasis, and what it is that this new clothing place that I've found, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. She gave me a little sort of flyer, a little booklet thing, and they were on the website. They've got a website or something, whatever. But she wouldn't let me film in there, and that's fine. Do you know what I mean? I asked permission. I didn't just go in there filming, and I asked her if it was okay, and she said that she couldn't allow me to do it. It's not really down to her; it's down to the boss and what have you, sort of thing. And for whatever reasons, and you know, they're perfectly entitled. Do you know what I mean? It's a shop. It's not a public space in that sense. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I can't really argue with that, and you know, I'm not there to make issues with people. I was hoping it'd be possible. She said it wasn't. Fine. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit disappointing because, like I say, I really wanted to show you guys the stuff, and I wanted to show you the clothing, and because I can try and describe it, but you wouldn't really get a sense of what it is. And I wanted to share this with you, and I wanted to try and get your opinions and see what other people think, because is it just me and am I completely bonkers that I like these style of clothing, or am I, you know, just weird or something? I don't know, but whatever it is, I just love them. I think they look really, really cool. It's a lot of sort of khaki colour. You know, there's a lot of greens, sort of khaki green, browns and black, but there's lots of other sort of things mixed in there. I don't know what it is. I seriously, I don't know what it was. I was walking past, I happened to glance at, they've got like mannequins near the entrance of the shop sort of thing, and standing outside. And one of these mannequins was dressed in obviously the full garb of the kind of style of the clothes they sell. And I was just like, whoa, that looks really, really cool. Do you know what I mean? Again, it looks like the sort of stuff that you would see in a post-apocalyptic sort of movie or something. That's kind of what it was conjuring in my mind. Do you know what I mean? Some of the way it looked, the sort of look of it, you know, slightly into the future. Maybe not like in the distant future, but, you know, sort of, I don't know, 50 years into the future or something. I don't know why my head went there when I saw that, but that's what it made me think of. But I just looked and I thought, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Now the pants that the mannequin was wearing that went with this, there was this jacket with a hood, sort of green, sort of khaki green kind of look, with like darker green sort of braiding going that way, horizontally across, you know, across from the top all the way down the breast of it on either side. I can't remember exactly all that, but anyway, like I said, that's why I wanted to try and film it so that I could show you guys. You'd be able to see what I was talking about. It's a bit difficult to explain it, but anyway, the thing is, they just looked absolutely fantastic. I loved it. Don't know why, I just fell in love with those style of clothes, and the whole shop's got all sorts, and it's men and women's stuff as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not just blokes; it's men and women's stuff, and some of it looks kind of interchangeable anyway. Do you know what I mean? Some of it, I think, you as a bloke you could get away with wearing, and vice versa. I think some of them, maybe not all of them. Some of them are obviously much more sort of feminine looking, and so, well, you know, and this day and age, do you know what I mean? Just wear what you want. You know what I mean? Anyway, but. That said, the thing is that I know I'm ranting and raving about it because I just love it. I felt really in love with the thing. I absolutely adore it. And so, like I said, the thing is that I really wanted to share it with you guys, but as I say, sadly, disappointingly, I wasn't allowed to film it. I mean, I did have my photograph camera with me, but because she said I couldn't film, I didn't really then want to push the matter and start saying, well, is it alright if I get my camera and take photographs? And again, they might have been a bit funny about that, so, you know, we'll just have to, I mean, I'll check it out online and maybe put the link in after. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. What I'll do is I'll Google this now after I've done this, and with this video in the description box, I'll put the link to their website, and then if you guys want to go and check it out, you can do. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to advertise for these people or anything like that. I'm just saying that if people are interested and you just want to have a look at the clothes that I was talking about, then maybe that's one way that I can share it with you, and I can show you what I was talking about. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you know, hopefully you can just go on there. You don't, you know, obviously there'll be no obligation to buy anything. You know what I mean? But at least that's, you know, I'm hoping that's the case. But you know, like I say, so I'll put the link there. I'll find it, get the link and put it in, and then, like I say, you guys, if you want to, you can go and check it out. You don't have to, obviously. You know what I mean? But you know, then you get a sense of what the kind of style I'm talking about. Because I thought the clothes in that shop were just, I don't know. There's something about them that just really has fired me. Do you know what I mean? It's really got to me. It's like, whoa, they look really cool. Do you know what I mean? And I just want to see if people agree. Do you know what I mean? I'd be interested to see if people think I'm right on this. Do you know what I mean? Because I've always had a thing about clothes. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a trendsetter or, you know, what's that? How does that song go? Oh God, I can't even remember it now. But there's a song. Well, it used to be a song, wasn't there? Dedicated follower of fashion. I can't remember who sung it, but you know, the thing is that, like I said, you know, I'm not saying that I'm the most hip, coolest fashion. I've got the greatest fashion sense or anything like that. You know, I wouldn't say that, but I do know what I like. Do you know what I mean? And I think I've got a fairly good eye for a nice looking piece of the clothing. Do you know what I mean? At least that's my opinion. I'm not saying I'm, you know, maybe I'm completely wrong and I have no idea what I'm talking about and all my clothes look rubbish. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. There's something about this clothing shop that just really got under my skin today. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, wow. Do you know what I mean? It just blew me away. Do you know what I mean? It really did. It was like, oh, wow, look at this. That's really cool. Right, anyway, so enough waffling on about that. I can't remember if there was anything else I was going to talk about in this video. I can't remember. I think there was, but now I've completely forgotten. Right, also I'm noticing I'm starting to get hungry, and that's making my concentration wane a little bit, so I'm sort of losing my train of thought, which is easy enough for me, as we know. Right, okay, I need to get the rest of this uploaded, so I'll catch you guys later. The little conference, by the way, that I went to, well, it wasn't a conference actually, it was more of a meeting, and it was more to do with the organisation that I'm working with, and it was about all the peer mentors getting together and sorting out what we're going to do as a group, and what services we want to try and start setting up for the clients that we're working with and stuff like that. So really interesting meeting, really good, really enjoyed it. We're going to be meeting every 2 weeks because that was essentially the first meeting. So yeah, so really enjoying the work I'm doing, and yeah, things are getting better again. So okay, I'll catch you guys later, and oh, I've said it again, haven't I? Do you know, I keep catching on. I've got to try to remember to say folks. I hope I said folks at the beginning of this video, but for the life of me I can't remember now. But I'm going to try and use that vernacular for now on, if I can, because I think my friend who told me about that has got a point. I also think it is a kind of more friendlier, encompassing greeting, and I don't know, yeah, you know, I don't think there's a massive difference between, you know, saying hi guys or hi folks necessarily, but I'm going to make the effort either way. So bye for now, folks, and catch you folks later. Bye for now.